John Clay Wolf.
JD was the co-host on the Russ Martin Show for eons and eons.
Okay.
You know, I've heard a lot of your war stories and your highlight reel.
I ain't the only one, pal. I got a room full of people that can tell the same story.
Of your previous encounters. And the one that I respect the most was actually told by your previous roommate that I ran into one day. And get this, Turley. Mm-hmm. You know how you're using JD to get backstage at Billy Bob's? Mm-hmm. He used his celebrity mojo to get into Texas Stadium in the middle of the night with a date and made love, made sweet love, made passionate sweet love on the star of the 50-yard line at Texas Stadium. I give that a round of applause.
Yes, that's smart.
And was it with a girl?
Thanks for tuning in. Just as promised, we've got Cheech and Chong in the studio with us today. One of my favorite songs, seriously, is that Mexican-American song from whatever year. Mid-70s. Here's a clip.
Mexican-Americans don't like to just get into gang fights. They like flowers and music and white girls named Debbie too.
Okay, so I sat up last night and said I want to write a current version, 30 years later, of Mexican-Americans that that has a little more. See, now that you guys are back in the game, current stuff in it. And I was wondering if it was good enough for you to sing, Cheech.
I'll sing one of them.
I brought you an X, too, but if you don't want to play it, I understand.
Oh.
It's way out of tune, man.
Is it?
My kind of tune is sort of.
I think it's good. I think I did good.
Maybe you sing along with it, John?
I'll try. I'll do whatever it takes.
Yeah, John, let me hear it. This is American Idol for Mexican Americans.
All right. I'll just sing the whole damn thing if you'll sing along.
He's good. John's going to sing.
Mexican Americans are named Jordan and Brandon and Alex and have brothers-in-laws named Tyrone.
Mexican Americans are playing golf now and into NASCAR and other white guy stuff, but still fight chickens in Oklahoma. There we go. Yeah.
Mexican Americans like Fanny from Carlitos. And they also they cook the best Chinese food. Mexican Americans sit in the radio stations and looking at stuff that other guys wrote and sitting there thinking, boy, this is really crap.
Mexican Americans like to go to the radio station and do this stuff and then take a nap. Hey, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
The Wolf Pack.
JCWRadio.
That's cheese.
Playing that stuff. It's from 1986.
Stop it.
And in the urban center in Las Colinas, where it's always cooler, we have an even 80 degrees right here at the Eagle. 97.1
I'm telling you, JD, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, that is a racial slur.
That's not a racial slur.
In the urban center
in Las Colinas was a very neat, cool area. It was sort of developing.
Urban is code word for black.
It is not.
I don't think that's politically correct in this day and age.
It was in '86, but it's gone way, way downhill. It just got more and more and more urban. You can't even buy regular-sized pants there.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
We're talking with Chevy Chase about his new show, Community. We brought another person back of your past that you'll recognize.
Say, Ty, did you hear the one about the Jew, the Catholic, and the colored boy who went to heaven?
Oh, my God. That Ted?
St. Peter says, don't you people have homes?
That's very good.
Turley, get your foot off the boat.
He does have
I loved Ted.
He has a dead-on Ted Knight impersonation. This is my co-host, Bobo.
That's pretty good. We lived right next to each other, Ted Knight, and that was pretty darn good.
Well, the world needs ditch diggers too, Ty.
You don't need me on the show.
Speaking of TV shows and problems and bad political incorrectness, did you hear about our good friend Adam Carolla?
No, what'd he do?
He does a podcast during the week, a weekday show. He got a current show on Speed Television. It's called The Car Show, kind of like the Man Show on cars. Just started.
Okay.
He's on Speed Channel, so that means he's not making any money.
No.
They spent a lot of money on that show, I can tell you that.
He probably paid for it himself because we talked to Speed and we passed on their deal because they have no cash.
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking at their set, which is pretty nice. I'm going to guess CBS that they paid for their own set, Turley. Mm-hmm. Because our communication with Speed Channel was just like, we ain't got no money, honey. You ever heard of Chrysler and GM? What happened a few years ago? We're right there looking at it.
Go elsewhere.
He may get canceled already.
Why?
Because of a comment that he made on his podcast.
Are you serious?
It has nothing to do with his car show.
Extremely anti-homophobic rant is what it was called. Google it up. You'll see it. He said some terrible things.
Was he trying to be funny?
Extremely funny. And he wrote on his Twitter, he said, I am not a politician, I am a comedian.
Sure.
But the Gay and Lesbo Association just freaked out.
The gay and lesbian?
I mean, they put on their high heels and painted up their toes.
You, man. What happened to Adam again?
It's called GLAD, by the way, the group.
Yes.
Is it?
Gay and lesbian.
Against Mad Mothers?
No.
Oh, look at Strip Club. He's all shook. God, what is it now, Strip Club?
That's the promo. That's hilarious.
Can we be just a little more insensitive today, John?
Against Mad Mothers. Oh, that was funny. I'm sorry. That was funny.
So he's having severely insulted some people. It's all on the web.
Okay.
I doubt he's going to get canceled because he's probably paying to be on.
You know what? You know what this is? It's a publicity stunt.
Uh-huh.
It's going to. We're talking about it.
Yep.
So
I'm marketing his show right now.
Yeah.
It worked.
But he was canceled for that?
No, he's not canceled yet, but there's rumor that he's going to get canceled for it. And you're exactly right, JD. I'm victim of the media.
It's okay. It works, and that's good. It's fun.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
I broke my back, and I'm on the stretcher. Care flight landed, coming out of the emergency room. I tell the doctor, call my dad, my wife, and my girlfriend. And don't let all this get crisscrossed. They embezzled $3 million from me in 2005. I was broke, paralyzed, divorced, and staring bankruptcy straight in the face. My mother passed away. My dog died of parvo. Dude, this was a country and western song on the wrong train, and everybody died. It's an ugly deal. Bad.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
This Saturday radio show literally saved the day. I guess it saved my life when you really boil it down. I got more tail when I was in that wheelchair than you'll ever believe. I had this hustle at my house. It was the funniest thing ever. How am I going to get to her if I'm in a wheelchair, right? When we got on the air on that ESPN station, the ratings blew through the roof immediately. It was awesome. Everywhere I went, I got free food and free drinks. Mothers were trying to give their daughters to me. I took them up on it a few times, too. That's when I immediately realized this is what I was put here to do. I opened those bars when I was 19, got into the concert promotion at 22, and I had my first $1 million in the bank clear at 26.